What's up, y'all? You're watching Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric, and today we're going to talk about a couple of different subjects that hopefully tie them all together at the end. I love seeing unity. I love seeing solidarity. I love seeing justice. I love seeing people get their comeuppance. And with all of that being known, you would know that I loved watching that video from the Alabama boat dock fight, where some folks in a pontoon boat took it upon themselves to attack a black dock worker who was informing them that it was time to move their pontoon boat because the ferry was coming into dock, and they decided to attack him and got their comeuppance. And I found it uplifting. It was an uplifting video. I enjoyed it. I was glad. I like to see comeuppance. There's so much injustice that you see and so much oppressive violence that you see, that to see some genuine comeuppance, it's a wonderful feeling. It's one that we don't get too often. So I'm going to hold that one and enjoy it just a little bit. And I hope to see more injustice fought back against, because we got to come together. It's the only way to come out on top. We can't allow for a attack on one of us to go unanswered, because an attack on one is an attack on all. Solidarity forever. Secondly, I saw a video with an actor who decided to give an anti-union commentary about the actors' strike, saying that he thought the strike was reductive and a simple tactic lacking merit. Now, he walked those comments back later, and I don't even remember who the actor was, but I do want to address that type of thinking, that striking is a reductive tactic. When you understand what your value is to a company, and this goes beyond the scope of the IBEW. A lot of folks watch my videos and they think that I'm solely talking about IBEW. I'm not. This channel isn't called IBEW channel. It's called Union Minded because we talk about union stuff. It's bigger than just the IBEW. We address unionization as a concept, as a theory, as a practical practice. What's the best methods to go about it? How can you implement it? This is what we talk about on this channel. And to say that a strike is a reductive tactic, so are lockouts. But when all you bring of value is your labor, that is your weapon. That's all you have that can hurt the owner and make them come to the table to talk. Because a lot of times what the owner will do is lock people out of the company and bring in scabs and pay the scabs a higher rate of pay in order to drive the striking workers hungry, so that they have to come back and accept the cheaper offer, and then they can fire the scabs. That's the methodology of the fight back. So the strike is not reductive, it is your power. Otherwise, what you're doing is begging. And unions aren't about begging. They're about fighting back. They're about fighting for what's right and fighting for our slice of the pie. They're not about begging for crumbs off of a table. When you come in begging and disarmed, you wind up getting the crumbs off the table, as you should be familiar with, because the last several contract cycles have been crumbs off the table, where in other parts of the country they're getting big slices of pie. All I'm saying, when you hear me talk about striking, or when you hear striking workers and you talk about it nationwide, it's not reductive. It is labor flexing its muscle to fight for a better deal and a better contract. That's what it is. Call it what it is. And if you don't support it, that's another conversation to have. But I would say that you might be misinformed, and you might not really understand how unions got their power in the first place. Anyway, my name's Eric. You're watching Union Minded. Remember, the fight's not left and right, it's up and down. It's going to take solidarity to win always. Each one teach one. Get out there and reach one, and there can be no union without you and I front and center. Peace.